When did you? First of all, I'm wondering, how did you guys meet? You guys are so well connected. I feel like you guys are even in the same room, just like on laptops in different parts of the living room. Is that what's going on?
The lighting kind of hit the same.
I feel like you guys are pretending you're not in the same place.
Yeah, what up, JT?
What up?
Yeah, how'd you guys meet?
Yep. We actually met at this rager. Our buddy Benji was throwing a rager, and it was kind of a flop, to be honest. You know, like Benji's dad wouldn't bail, and it was just like kind of, you know, like I remember at one point Kellen said he was going to go make a quesadilla, which is like going to kill the party. So in a moment of desperation, I got the Mount Chugmore 4-hose beer bong from my truck, and I was going to chug it with Kellen, Reese, and Landon. And then, but Landon couldn't because he was on antibiotics. So JT stepped in, and once he twisted the nozzle, it was like a cosmic connection.
So you guys connected over a beer bong.
Yeah, and I just knew right away, like, he had the vibes I was kind of looking for in my life, like, was the kind of person I wanted to be around. I was like, oh, okay, we're going to be bros for a minute. And then we kind of lost track of each other, and then we both kind of circled back in our 20s, and we're like, hey, like, I saw what he was working on with the activism stuff, and he thought I could help out with that, and then we just kind of, I don't know, started clicking, and we've been kind of inseparable ever since, yeah.
What about that beer bong? Just, I feel like, was it he hit it super fast and hard, and he released the lever? I mean, what were the fizzle, the carbonated pops in that?
He was incredible at, because I'm not very good at beer bongs, but he could open up his gullet in a really smooth way where you can see from the way the alcohol's coming down in the tube how someone's dealing with it. You can tell if someone's pressing back against it, if they're resisting it. And he just had a smooth pathway, and the beer just flowed down effortlessly. And I was like, that's really good technique. But even beyond that, it was like, dude, he got the beer bong to get the party going.
Right.
And I respected that initiative. Like, a lot of people were just sitting back and they were going to let this party die. And Chad was like, no, I'm not going gently, bro. I'm getting the beer bong, and we're going to fucking get this thing going. Excuse my language. And I was like, all right, that's the kind of person I want to be around.
Do not Chad gently into that dark night. What is the saying?
Yeah, we will not go gently into the night. We will survive today. No, you're not doing Independence Day. You're doing Churchill. Right?
Yeah, I'm doing Churchill. Yeah.
Okay.
But do not Chad quietly into this.
Oh
dark
no, it's
night.
not Churchill. It's a poet.
Yeah, it's like
Larkin.
Well,
T.S. Eliot, maybe?
T.S. Eliot.
Bill Pullman said Independence Day, we will not go quietly into the night. Is that it?
Yeah, that's what I converted.
I think he ripped off that poem.
Yeah.
But basically, do not Chad quietly is what I was getting at.
It's funny because I feel like
Dylan Thomas. Sorry.
Can you read the quote for us?
Thomas,
But Chad, instead of like go, say Chad.
Yeah, of course. I'll go quickly as well. I'll go quickly to the poem, but not into the good night.
Yeah, please.
Chad, do not go Chadly into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the Chad.
Wow, beautiful.
And that was beautiful, JT. But and also when JT hit the beer bong, like, the thing I love about JT is his emotional IQ is like surpasses anyone I know, and he's just like, he oozes passion in his vocabulary. Like his dome is just like, his intellect is like, it impresses me every time. So like he always one ups it. So the way he hit the beer bong, I could see like the passion and also the empathy in the way he chugged it, if that makes sense. Like he's like, I'm with you, and we will not let this party bust, you know?
It's interesting how much you can tell about someone from a beer bong.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, right? Yeah.
I've always thought that.
I feel like for Ethan, the party would have started with the quesadillas. But...
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe, I don't know. I'm not a party bro exactly because the quesadilla is just the start.
Yeah.
Well, if he would have been making quesadillas for the whole party, maybe, but it was a solo venture. So we were like, dude, you're kind of just taking away from the energy we need from you. Yeah. Like it's kind of, you put too much pressure on your boys, but when there's a party and one of your boys kind of like just goes off and starts doing his own like internal thing, you're like, hey, we kind of need you here to like keep the party strong.
Yeah. How did you guys get involved in social justice? Because I feel like that was a beautiful new chapter in your guys' life, and I feel like your social justice really has resonated with people. Tell me about how that got started.
Well, we were first introduced to like civic duty and city councils because this poke shop, Slam and Salmon, was going to get closed. I think for like zoning laws or something. And so we went with a bunch of dudes to talk to the council about how good the poke is. Like Max there, if you know him, like he'll put on togarashi, ponzu, avocado, bamboo rice, and overload it with salmon.
Right.
And so we were like, we need to keep this dude around. And that was our first introduction. And then, around the last election time, we just saw that the country was kind of really divided. And we were like, what can we do? Like, what brings people together? And JT and I just sort of looked at each other and we were like, Paul Walker.
Oh, Paul Walker. I thought you were going to say Pokey.
Oh, that too. I mean, for sure.
But
but
Paul
then,
Walker,
yeah.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Paul Walker and Pokey, I mean, you can't beat that combo.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I hooked up with JT and we wrote the speech together.
Actually,
And,
do you guys mind if I watch the video? Is that okay?
Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
I kind of want to catalog your guys' illustrious work in activism. Can I set it up so they can watch along, or should I just play it?
Last
Dan?
time it was so laggy, the website.
Well, you guys are familiar with it, so maybe you can just listen
Is it
along.
is it okay with you guys if you just hear it?
Yeah, whatever way you guys want to do it.
I'm gonna go ahead and play an excerpt here. So this is the San Clemente City Council. Is that where you guys are from, San Clemente?
Yeah, I'm from next door in San Juan Capistrano, but essentially, I mean, they're well, I shouldn't say they're interchangeable, but they're right next door to each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. You are and by the way, how do you get into the city council chamber? Do you just show up? Like, how does that
It's
work?
open to anyone. Any
interesting.
citizen can go in there and say that I want to comment on either stuff that's on the agenda or public comment, which means basically anything, and they will give you your 3 minutes.
That's amazing.
And how do you get the footage? You know what I mean? Is that
Yeah.
available to the public too?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's public domain. So they have it on their website and you can just download the whole council video. Yeah.
How long did it take before the video went up after the speech?
Dude, actually, we didn't even put it up. Like a journalist was there for the San Clemente Times, I think, and
Good
he
paper.
threw it up on their Facebook page, and then it went viral from there.
No way.
wow.
Yeah, so no one even really knew it was us. They're like, who are these dudes? And then but then we put it up after. We were like, this is us, and people were like, okay.
So you guys were not looking for media attention. You were there simply to spread the word of Paul Walker, to bring peace and unity to San Clemente
That was
and the
plan.
globe at large, really, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch. Let's see what this is all about. Incredible that they haven't upgraded their video technology since
Hey,
the
at
city
least
was
they
founded.
have video technology.
Yes.
Right.
Hey, what up, Council? My name is Chad Kroger. First, I just want to say I'm truly honored to be here, to be in a city where you can have a surf session and then go to a city council meeting within the span of an hour. I think that just shows that the American dream is still very much alive, so thank you. All right, to the serious stuff. I stand before you here today in the midst of gnarly times. I'm a freelance journalist, and after interviewing hundreds of people, I've witnessed firsthand the ever-growing divide between Americans and families torn apart over political differences. It's in times like these we need a unifying figure we can all turn to, a beacon of headlights that can guide us down the dusty road. I was 11 years old when my first love, Ashley, betrayed me by moving to Newport Beach. I felt lost, alone, bummed. And it was in that melancholy that my dad took me to see The Fast and the Furious, where for an hour and 47 minutes, I transcended my worries because I had just met my new hero, Paul Walker. Afterwards, at Carl's Jr., I thought about what Paul taught me. I think the most inspiring thing was the fact that even after Dominic Toretto beat him in that first race, Paul still managed to bed his sister. Pretty inspiring. And another thing is the fact that he still saved Vince, even though Vince was flexing on him the entire movie and questioned his love for tuna sandwiches, which I think is a true testament to his character.
I wonder if they like Vin Diesel.
And I just want to go off book
That's
here.
a
You
good
know, it wasn't
question,
just
Sheila.
Fast and the Furious. He inspired me in a ton of other movies as well. Skulls, Meet the Deedles.
They must
Eight
have been
Below.
like, what in the fuck am I? So ultimately, I'm going to skip to the end. So I want to see the proposal. Oh, you have another bro here. Who's this bro?
That was Bodie.
Oh, Bodhi.
Bodhi.
Oh.
Heard of the Paul Walker Initiative?
Yeah.
Just real quick.
Best known for his installation of White Cube 2003. The new Fast and the Furious is fast approaching. It comes out next month, and so we don't have much time. So I'm just going to ask you guys straight up, how can we get started? When can we break ground?
You-
Do you have any comments?
All right, I'll let you guys think about that.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you so much.
So you are petitioning the city to build a statue to Paul Walker, your hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was the reception? How do you find that the city council receives your ideas?
For that one, I don't know. I don't know if they took it as seriously at first,
Right.
but the reception nationwide was pretty awesome. I mean, you saw how many people loved Paul Walker, and like it was like it just sort of reassured me that, like, you know, a lot of people were like, yes, we do need this statue. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, people are on board. So I think that spoke to the council, and they become more friendly with us.
Would you be in
ever
favor
since.
of, say, like replacing the Washington Monument with a giant statue of Paul Walker?
Which
George Washington?
George Washington?
Yeah, George Washington, the Washington Monument in D.C. What I mean to say is that maybe you're thinking too small, like San Clemente is just a kind of a small beach town, but I'm thinking maybe we go bigger. Washington, D.C., National Monument. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'd like them to be. Do they have a good break there? I'd like Paul's statue to be surrounded by pretty solid waves.
Oh,
Washington, D.C., I don't know if they have a solid break.
Potomac doesn't go off.
That's a really
Yeah,
good
probably
point.
not.
Maybe he wouldn't be honored there.
But
Maybe
I was thinking we could just replace the Lincoln Monument with Paul Walker.
yeah,
that'd be
Lincoln's pretty
cool.
dope though.
Yeah, I think. Let's leave the
Yeah.
Lincoln Monument.
we talk a lot about Vin Diesel on this show. Do you guys have any
Yeah.
thoughts about his character?
Yeah.
love him.
Yeah, his performance in the first Fast and the Furious, I think, is one of the most commanding performances of my lifetime. I mean, he really does. He's just like this. He has this gravity to him, where you're like, yeah, that's the leader of
definitely
an
has gravity. I think
outlaw
that's a good-
crew that drives 10-second cars.